Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. If you are in the USA and you're doing the Collins Cup USA group run, then I imagine it's just afternoon for you guys. So if you're in California or kind of the west coast of the USA, then it's just turning afternoon. If you're over in New York and the east coast, then it's well into the afternoon. We haven't got an awful lot of runners, it has to be said, and at least two of us are from the UK, Tina and myself. So it's definitely not USA heavy. Right, Clive Finnemore. Hello, Clive. He says, welcome back. Still, I haven't been. Well, I suppose I have been away. Now, it's weird that you say welcome back because I was nearer you at the weekend, but now you're saying welcome back, but I'm further away from you. Jeff Partridge says good evening. Tina Beard, says good evening. She is in the run with us today. We're doing a gentle 10k. This is not going to be a sub 40 10k. It's going to be a nice slow 55 minutes to 1 hour 10k, and I'm going to start about 9 kilometers per hour, I think. Victoria and I had a long run yesterday. When I say long run, it was about 15 miles, and I was not in the mood for it at all, and neither was Victoria, but we ground it out. We did the best that we could. Right, hilariously, looking at the list of runners, we have a German runner, 2 Brits, a Brazilian, and 1 runner from the USA, scoring points for the USA team in Group B. There is a Group A run, which is 15 kilometres, and a Group C run, which is 5 kilometres. So I thought I'd split the difference, and we'd do 10k. Tina says, thank God I'm only doing a slow run. Are you staying with me, Tina? Is 9 kilometres per hour all right at the moment? And maybe bump it up. Should we stay at this for 5k and then bump it up at halfway to 10 kilometres an hour? Something like that? That will make it more than an hour, but not much more than an hour. Need to put the fan on. It's still warm here. Okay, Tina. So we're going to do 5k at 9 and 5k at 10 kph. Let's see how we get on with that. Just to warm up a bit, really. We've got Van Erp, who's just joined us as well from the Netherlands. 7 runners altogether. Vieira is going the quickest. There he goes. So he's off to do a sub 40 10k. We've got Johansson from Norway. I'm wearing my new cap. I hope you like it. It's a Vega cap, or Vaga cap, which I got at the weekend from the running festival that we went to down in Cornwall. Kim Salt says, my treadmill is dead, or I would be running it. Kim, that's a disaster. How are you getting it fixed? What's happening with it? Okay, Tina says, I'm good with faster on the first 5k if you like. I tell you what then, Tina. Can we do the first, because I'm still tired from last night. Can we do the first 3 kilometres at 9? Then we'll go up to 10 for the next 2 kilometres. Or maybe the next 3, and then maybe up to 11 for the next 3. So 3, 3 and 3, and then we can do what we want on the final kilometre. So 9, 10 and 11. 3 kilometres, 3 kilometres and 3 kilometres. How does that sound? And then we can race each other for the last kilometre. What do you think? Sprint finish? No? Okay, so Tina is up for that. Right, if anyone's got anything they want to say, if you're watching on YouTube, hello. If you're watching on Facebook, hello. And if you're watching on Twitch, hi guys, hope you're well. I have just had my dinner. I've had a veggie burger, a veggie sausage. What am I talking about? Veggie hot dog I've had. Dan Mapp says, hi Stephen, how was Cornwall? Cornwall was wet for the most part. We got pretty drenched on Saturday morning. But in terms of the racing, Ellis Bland, who I'm sure you know of, he's basically an Uber fell runner from the Lake District. Came down to Cornwall and blew everyone away basically with his speed over the hills. Broke the Plague course record. So the Plague is 100 kilometers, and the previous record was 10 hours 55 minutes, and Ellis Bland broke the record by 54 minutes, coming in 10 hours and 1 minute. So it was a pretty impressive piece of running. And then another race was a 50 kilometre race, and a guy called Jamie Stevenson broke the course record on that as well. So we had 2 course record breaks, some pretty phenomenal fast running. We got rained on much of the time, but it did clear up in the end to watch the runners coming in at the finish. Dan says the weather wasn't much better in Devon. Yeah, amazing running by Ellis. It was pretty special. And so Ellis sold me this hat. Ellis runs the Varga company, or he's certainly involved in the Varga company. So they had a stall at the event village. So I was persuaded to buy a Varga hat. No, they didn't give it to me free. Isn't that annoying? I shouldn't be asking for free stuff, should I? But no, I was quite happy to part with my money. Oh, I've just spotted a big spider on the ceiling, just above my head here. I hope he doesn't want to eat me in a minute. Tina's only just had her dinner on as well. So both of us have got food in our tummies while we're trying to run 10 kilometres. Kim Salt says, toss up Monday. Toss up Monday? Oh, hang on a second. I received the parts. Now I'm waiting for somebody to contact me and come and fix it. Okay. This is Kim Salt's treadmill, which is dead. But she's got the parts. They just need fixing. Right, 1 kilometre done. 9 to go. I like this pace. It's a very comfortable pace. Especially when you're full of hot dogs and when you've just done a 15-mile run late last night after having no sleep over the weekend. Well, very little sleep over the weekend. We got back yesterday. We were so tired. But Victoria is marathon training. And we had a target for her of 60 kilometres last week. And she had to do a 24-kilometre long run over the weekend. And I said, well, why don't you do it before everyone's up on Sunday morning? Just go out early and get it done. And she said, no, I'll wait till we're back home. And I said, well, I don't think that's a good idea because you'll be too tired. You won't want to go. She said, no, we'll go. So I said, okay. So, of course, we got home last night after a long, arduous car journey. Neither of us wanted to go running. And we knew it was going to be a long one as well. We did not want to go. And we dragged our heels. Anyway, eventually, through spite and sheer determination, we got out the door. And we did do 24 kilometres, 15 miles over the hills in just under 3 hours yesterday evening. We finished about 9 o'clock last night. Now, Victoria has already done an interval session this afternoon. So good on her for getting up and doing that. I still feel like I'm just a bit lethargic. I don't want to do a heavy effort tonight, so we're just doing an easy effort tonight. And we'll do a harder effort maybe Wednesday. Do an interval session on Wednesday. So taking it easy with Tina Beard. Saw some nice photos of you, Tina, with your club the other day, and well done on your race. Fantastic, good job. Tina did an outdoor 10k race last week, which is pretty amazing. Oh my goodness. Kim Sol says it took about 7 weeks to get the parts for the treadmill. Fortunately, the treadmill was intermittently not working. But now I can't get it to work at all. Hopefully they'll come and fix it quickly. I am missing my Zwift. Yeah. Fingers crossed for you, Kim. Eight and a half kilometers to go. Paul Hayward, thank you for the ride on. Victoria says, well done, Tina. Yeah, Victoria's done an interval session. I just cannot imagine doing a hard interval session now. So it seems like madness to me. But she did it, so good for her. I fell asleep on the sofa while she was doing it. Jeff, Tina did an outdoor 10k over the weekend, or over last week. It was an evening race, wasn't it, Tina, I think? I'll let Tina tell you, Jeff, exactly what she did. Primarily because I can't remember the details. Adam Koffler, nice to hear from you. Says, good evening, MHG family. How are we all doing? I think we are doing all right, thank you. So we're running the Collins Cup, but we're running for Team USA, which, if we're trying to collect points for the Europe team, is not helping. With the only reason we're doing this, I assume Tina is doing it for the same reason as I am, is we want the shirt. So, I don't know how long the Collins Cup is going on for, but I'm currently running for Team USA and will get 10k worth of points for Team USA, and I've only run 5k for Team Europe. So, currently, I've earned more points. Well, by the end of this run, I will have earned more points for the USA team than I have for the Europe team. So I do need to do a few European team runs for the Collins Cup. But like I say, I don't know how much longer it lasts. Oh, Victoria also wants to remind you, she's also done Pilates today as well. So she did an interval session on the treadmill, then went and did Pilates. So I've got no excuses yet. Oh, Jeff Partridge knows about the 10k run. Yes, and there's been a message from White Star Running today about financial problems and not putting on any more races. One more race this year, and then that's it for the rest of the year. Yeah, they haven't quite folded, Jeff, but they are they're in trouble and they need to conserve as much financial resource as possible for them to be able to continue next year. That's the story with White Star, yes. There's a big post on Facebook, Jeff, from Andy Palmer on the White Star page. Right, not only is Tina Beard running 10k now, she's also done weight training today. So I'm the pathetic one here. I've done nothing all day apart from edit video and drink coffee.
Ride on!
Shapiro, thank you for the ride on. I've already told them that, Victoria. I told them I fell asleep on the sofa. Adam says, sorry for being radio silent. He's been a busy bee at work and doing his runs outside. No worries, Adam. Nice to hear from you again. Jeff Partridge is asking, is he the only person on Zwift who actually works during the day? Yeah, I think you probably are, Jeff, yes. Yeah, it's just you, I'm afraid. Sorry. So, running round New York, 2.5 kilometres done. 7.5 to go, and we're running around the reservoir for Team USA in the Collins Cup. There are 7 of us in this Group B group run, but there's only Tina and myself running together. Vieira, Vieira seems to have stopped. Richter from Germany is up ahead. He's done 4 kilometres. Vieira from Brazil has stopped. Van Aert from the Netherlands is on 2.9 kilometres. Johansson from Norway is on 3 kilometres. And Glazer from the USA seems to have stopped as well at 1.8 kilometres. Oh, he started again now, vaguely. And Vieira's jumping in and out. So it's a very odd situation. With only one USA runner in this USA team run. So currently going at 9 kilometres an hour, and we are going to increase the speed in about 400 metres, and we're going to start going at 10 kilometres an hour for 3k. See you later, Adam. Take care, buddy. Oh, thank you, Tina. Right, so effectively the only reason that Tina is running, it may not even be for the shirt, is simply that she feels sorry for me and she didn't want me to be running on my own. Paul Hayward says, I got the international shirt this afternoon in my new Nova Blasts that arrived 10 minutes before the run. How were they, Paul? Comfortable? Are they good? And Adam, by the way, how is your... You may have gone already, but how is your new job? I say new, I mean you've been at it for 6 months, but... How's it gone? Oh yeah, Jeff, there you go. Adam Koffler's got a job. Right, I'm settling into the run a bit now, which is just as well because we're about to speed up. And here we go, there's 3 kilometres done. So another 3 kilometres at 10 kilometres per hour. Off we go. Paul Cottrell says, I believe whichever team logs the most miles, that will affect in what order the team captains can pick their triathletes. Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, I do need to get some Team Europe points on the board, don't I? Well, that's very strange, Ryan. Ryan Downey says, I joined late without pairing into C group, but it's letting me run. So, okay. So, Ryan Downey is running in Group C, doing 5k, without actually having joined Group C. Is that what you're saying? Paul Hayward says his Nova Blasts are very bouncy, and he needs to use them outside to see exactly what he thinks of them. What route are we on? Let's have a look at the stats. We are on Flatirons. Okay, so this is the Flatirons route around New York. Power is not from the stride because I'm not wearing the stride. All-time distance, 7,472 kilometres. So, we're approaching 7,500 kilometres. Good. Nowhere near Simon Funnell or Marcus, but getting there. Kim Salt says, I saw your review on the Enator insoles and I want some, but I'm trying to see where I can get them from in the USA. Yeah, I'm not sure, Kim. I'm not sure. I mean, on the Enator website, if you message them, they'll be very helpful and I'm sure they'll try and get some to you. And if you do desperately want some, I do know the marketing manager from Enator, so I could message her and ask what the situation is. It was funny because the reason that I did that review, I saw the Enators being advertised on Facebook and I thought, oh, I'd like to try some of those. So I emailed the marketing manager of Enator, not knowing who they were, and got an email back from Lucy Hilton, who a few years ago I did a 3 marathons in 3 days event in Spain with Lucy Hilton. And she said, oh, hello, Stephen. So she was very happy to send me a pair of Enators. And so, you know, I used them, and be under no illusion though, there's no bias in the review, and I have to be honest, when I talked to Lucy and the team at Enator about the cracks in the sole, they did say, well, they have gone beyond their life, but they did also say, don't mention it. If you can avoid mentioning it in the review, please don't mention it. So I said, well, I can't do that. I am going to mention it. So there's certainly no bias towards Enator in the review just because I know the marketing manager. I was already going to review them before that, and I haven't favoured them because I know her. Anyway, the upshot of all that is, Kim, if you do really want some and you're having trouble getting hold of some, I might be able to help you. Tina Beard has just spotted a spider above her head as well. Right, interestingly, the spider that I saw has now gone. So he was having a little walk around to find out what was going on and who was running on the treadmill. But he's now disappeared. He was just up there and he's disappeared. But his web is, or her web is still there. Yeah. It's the spider run, yeah. Jeff Partridge says, finally bit the bullet and upgraded to Phoenix 6X from my 910 XT yesterday. Oh, but we mustn't tell Mrs. Partridge, so nobody tell Jeff's wife, please, because he'll get in trouble. Yeah, I know that very well. It's half the things I bought I haven't told my wife about, and I don't tell her. I'm not going to tell her either. Don't anybody tell Victoria about half the stuff I buy. So, well, yeah, we'll have to find out what you think of it. The battery life on it, Jeff, is amazing. You'd be able to get through the whole of UTMB with that watch without charging it again. 40 odd hours. Right. We have 6 kilometres left to go. So another 2 kilometres at this speed. Kim says Spider Monday is much better than Throw Up Tuesday. I think you're right. Although it depends how big the spider is and how much throw up there is. I think I'd take a little tiny bit of throw up over a massive spider, I think. Oh, that is true, actually. Victoria says, I find out half the stuff you purchase because you buy it using my credit card. Yeah, that's a bit of an error, isn't it? I'm never going to get away with it like that, am I? What a dumbass. Okay, heart rate is 125. So we are in zone 2. Comfortable at 10 kilometers per hour. But I haven't done weight training or Pilates yet today, and I don't plan to either. After this, I plan to have a shower and watch the TV for the rest of the evening. Well, Jeff, do you know what? Jeff says battery life is the main reason I went for it. I was pleasantly surprised with the stability of the optical HR earlier. Well, isn't that funny? Because I went through a period a few months back where I felt my optical heart rate was all over the place. And I started using a chest strap, which I am wearing today. I bought the most expensive chest strap I could possibly buy in the hope of getting decent heart rate. However, after a couple of updates recently, optical heart rate seems to be back on the menu as a decent option. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just noticed something. Okay. Certainly when I put the watch on the underside of my right wrist, I get almost perfect HR and it matches my chest strap. When I wear it like I'm wearing it now, I sometimes get a bit of a peak early in the run. But yesterday and during, what race was it? The handicap club race that I did the other day, I wore it on the outside of my left wrist as normal, and it seemed to be fine. So, yeah, I think maybe they've had an firmware update, which has tidied it up a bit and made it a little bit more reliable. Mark Mansueto, good evening from Cyprus. Hello, Mark. Are you in Cyprus on holiday, or is that where you actually live and I've never realised that before? Right, Tina is saying she is tired and her heart rate is 145. Are you alright to carry on at this pace, Tina? I don't want to push you if it's hurting. John Heaton, he says, hello Stephen and everyone. Hello John, nice to have you with us. Mark Mansueto is on YouTube, watching from Cyprus. Hello Monica. I don't think we've heard from Monica for a while. Nice to have you on board, Monica. Hello. How's the job going? How are the patients? How is the COVID situation in your area, your neck of the woods these days? And Wanda Archer, thumbs up from Wanda. Thank you, Wanda.
Right on.
She's fine. Well, right, hang on a minute. 1 minute she says she's tired and heart rate is 145. Next minute she says she's fine. I know, you can't win with women, can you? They never know what they want. Right, okay, Tina, we've got another kilometre and a bit to go at this pace, and then we're going to bump it up one more time to 11 kph. And we'll see how Tina's heart rate goes with that. Half an hour to go, 30 minutes left of running. Oh no! Can you take it back, or can you sell it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace or something? 5k to go, 5k done in the Collins Cup, Team USA. We are earning points for Team USA today. Why on earth we're doing that, I don't know. Well, I do know, it's just to get the shirt. Quite a nice shirt. So I've got the Team Europe shirt, let's get the Team USA shirt, and we'll probably have to go for the Team International shirt as well before the Collins Cup finishes. Oh no! Oh yes, I remember you saying something about that, Monica. Monica says, your feed would not work on my Facebook for the longest time. Is it back now then? Is it working okay now? Ryan Downey, thanks for the ride on, buddy.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Always love a bit of thumbs up from Ryan Downey, pack leader extraordinaire. So Richter is at 8 kilometres already. He's only got 2k left to do. Vieira from Brazil, he's at 6 kilometres. He's got 4 left to do. Van Aert, almost at 6. Johansson is also almost at 6. And Tina and I, 5.2 kilometres in. Glazer is at 3.7 kilometres. He is the only runner from the USA running in the USA team today in Group B. I don't know about Group A or Group C. I think Ryan Downey's running in Group C, but he may have finished. So, and he also actually was not officially in the run, I think. Still in zone 2, 124 BPM. 27 minutes left. Right, 500 more metres, and then we're going to up the pace again to 11 kph for another 3 kilometres. And then we'll have 1 kilometre left, which we can... Tina has agreed she's going to race me as fast as we can. We're going to go at 14 kilometres an hour for the last kilometre. She's going to race me as hard as she can. Isn't that right, Tina? I'm sure you said yes. I'm sure you said you would do that. Jeff Partridge, thank you. I don't really want to go into zone 3, but in terms of colours, it would look nice on the left hand side, wouldn't it, if we had 3 blue, 3 green, 3 yellow, and then 1 orange. But I hope it's not going to happen. I'd like to stay in zone 2 if I can, for as much of the run as possible. Right, here we go. Richter has just hit 9 kilometres. He only has 1k left of the Collins Cup group run. Vieira is on 7 kilometres. Van Erp is on 6.7 kilometres. Tina and myself are just about to hit 6 kilometres done. And we're going to move up in pace to 11 kilometres an hour now for the next 3 kilometres. We're on the Flat Irons course in New York, so a little bit round the reservoir and then a lot of running on the roads with the bikes around New York Central Park. But unfortunately we don't go on the sky roads, which is a shame. 20 minutes to go. Anna says, go Team Europe. Hang on, you're running for the USA. Traitors. Yeah, I know, we're just suckers for shirts, Anna. We just want the free shirt. Jeff says, when are you travelling to Chamonix? We're going on the 22nd. Oh, we've got a ferry. So a ferry from New Haven to Dieppe. And then we're driving down to Chamonix. And my race is on the 25th. Anna, you seem to be knowledgeable about this. Do you know when the Collins Cup is finishing? How long have we got? Because like you, I do want to get all three shirts, and I also want to clock up some points for Team Europe as well, so I'm hoping it doesn't finish tonight. Hello Louis, Louis watching on YouTube. He says, hi Stephen, Louis here, would run with you but treadmill is broken, getting it fixed. So 2 of you with broken treadmills. Kim Salt and Louis, broken treadmills. Well, get them fixed soon and get back on Zwift. Yeah, I haven't run with you for a while actually Louis, be nice to have you back. Kim's got all the shirts as well. Nice. Oh, that's good. 28th of August. Okay, so we've got a while then. Thank you, Anna. So the Collins Cup carries on until the 28th of August. So I'll need to get a few runs in before we head off to Chamonix on the 22nd of August. I'm sure I can get all the shirts and still clock up a few points for Europe in that time. "18 minutes of running to go." Louis is doing loads of rowing at the moment, so it's tough to keep up with the running. Nice one. Rowing is good for you though. Good exercise, rowing. I didn't realise the cycling kits are different to the running kits. That's a bit annoying. Right, Richter is about to finish. And 10 kilometres is nearly done for Richter. Heart rate 150, there it is. So he's done. Vieira is a kilometre behind. 8.7k done for him. And there's Glazer from the USA. He's taking it easy, having a little walk. And back with me and Tina. Right, Louis says, you won't believe this. Ellipsis. Go on then, Louis, tell me. So kilometre 7 wasn't yellow. We have stayed in zone 2. Heart rate has increased though, 131 currently. Oh, Louis, come on. Well, we've got to say hi in a coffee shop or something. If you're in Chamonix, we should at least say hello over coffee or something. Message me if you're in Chamonix on the 23rd. Message me. We're travelling down on the 22nd, so the 23rd will be around. Thanks for the ride-ons dropping there, Kato. Thank you, Kato. And Raj, thank you very much.
Right on.
Anna says, what happened to the yellow tennis racket behind your shed quarters? I miss it. I find a random item on the stream challenge thing. Okay, find a random item on the stream challenge. It is out there. I've just tidied it up a bit. I know, amazing of me to actually tidy up. I moved it. It is over there. 2.5k to go now. Jeff says, I kind of wish I hadn't deferred TDS now, but there was too much uncertainty at the time. Yeah, see, I took the risk that it was going to be all right, and it could have gone either way. To be fair, it could have all blown up in my face, and I would have just lost my entry. But I thought there was a chance anyway that it would work out, and thankfully it seems to have done so far. You never know what might happen in the next couple of weeks, but at the moment it seems like it might be all right. Leo is on holiday in Penrith. He's at Centre Parks, watching you live from Penrith. Hope you're well, mate. Just done a really hilly 10k, hard work up here. No flats anywhere, no. Well, you will choose Penrith to go and have a holiday. A 3-mile cool down, watching you racing. Up Keswick on Wednesday, nice one. Tina Beard is hanging in there in zone 3 at the moment, with just over 2 kilometres left to run. 12 minutes of running left, and we have 1 more kilometre left at this speed, and then Tina and I are racing to the finish line in zone 5, full pelt, no holds barred. Tina's, have you noticed that Tina isn't responding when I talk about the race for the last kilometre? She's kind of subtly ignoring me, which is what my wife does as well, kind of subtly ignores me. She's done that for the last 10 years. It didn't take her long to realise that 90% of the stuff that comes out of my mouth is rubbish, so best just ignore it. Right, Vieira has finished. It looks like our USA runner has dropped out. So it's just me and Tina left on the course with 2 kilometres left to run. We'll stay at this pace for this kilometre, and then maybe we'll do, what do you think, Tina? 12 for the final kilometre? Can you cope with 12? For the final kilometre, we'll go up to 12 kph. Heart rate 136 at the moment. So approaching the top of zone 2 in Zwift. Leo, have you noticed I'm wearing my Varga hat? I am an Ellis Bland convert now. Oh, wow, okay. For the last kilometre, we're going to do 12, rising to 13. Nice one. Okay, I'll follow you, Tina. You just say when. Just over a mile to go, 9 minutes left. If you are interested, oh no! Camera 4 is frozen. There we are. Hello, camera 4, got you working again. If you are interested in watching any of the live footage from the Rat weekend down in Cornwall, you can log into the Mud Crew Facebook page, or you can go to my Film My Run YouTube channel, where all the live streams from the weekend are available to watch. Just scroll through to the bits that interest you. If you knew anybody running, you might want to watch the finish line video and see your runner coming in. Or if you just want to watch me making an idiot of myself on camera, then you can do that as well. Okay, Tina, yeah. So we're going to do 0.1 every 100 metres from 12 to 13 for the last kilometre. Nice one, Tina. Okay, let's do that. 7 minutes to go. Just over a kilometre to go, 1.3 kilometres left. So 300 metres left at this speed. And then we are going to go up. And every 100 metres we're going to get faster for that last kilometre. Anna says she liked the safari hat. No, well it is Victoria's hat. But I am allowed to use it. I just haven't worn it. Jeff doesn't like it, and I feel embarrassed if Jeff doesn't like it. I always like to, all my fashion accessories, I like to run past Jeff first, and he gives approval, and then I go and wear it. And he wasn't all that keen on the safari hat, so it might make another appearance at some point. Maybe when Jeff isn't watching one day. Right, approaching the final kilometre. And Tina's had the good idea, starting this at 12, and every 100 metres we bump it up 0.1. Right. Here we go, up to 12 kilometres per hour now. 100 metres here. Right, 12.1. Jeff Partridge says, I'm on my holidays next week, so you can get the Hoka bucket hat out then. Thank you, Jeff. Will do. So we've got to watch the... Right, now point 2. Point 3. Right, Jeff reckons he can carry the bucket hat off better than I can. I challenge you to a duel, Jeff. A bucket hat duel.
Right on.
Point 4. Two and a half minutes to go. Point 5. I reckon my avatar can carry it off as well. Maybe I can't, but my avatar looks alright in it, I reckon. Two minutes to go. Point 6. And this kilometre will be in zone 3, so we'll have a nice yellow kilometre to end the session. Bucket hats. Mo Magic from YouTube says it reminds me of the Rolling Stones. Point 7. Marcus Holmes, thank you, buddy. Says nicely done, good running. Cheers, Marcus. 3 cheers for Marcus. Point 8. Did I say the Rolling Stones? It's my dyslexia, sorry. No, I did read Stone Roses in my head. .9. And that is us done for the Collins Cup. Well done, everyone. That's it. Oh, well done, Tina. Tina's wearing her Europe top, look. Thanks, Tina. Right. Hello. We are done here. So that's 10k done for Team USA in the Collins Cup. So we need to run for Team International to get their shirt, and then we can log up some points for Team Europe. So let's have a look. Hang on. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up tomorrow. I will be on in the morning, by the way, just to let you know, for the Film My Run 500. That's at 11:35 tomorrow. So Film My Run 500. Let's just do a plus there. So we're going to that. And then later on tomorrow evening, 4 o'clock. It's a bit early, that, isn't it? There is an International Collins Cup. But what else have we got? We've got the ZLDR session. We've got the Pack Social 5K. 10 o'clock is the next International. It's too late for me. We've done the USA one, 8 o'clock. So it might have to be a standard ZLDR speed session or Pack Social 5K. Well, let's go for the ZLDR tomorrow, 6:30. ZLDR speed session. I've not done that one for a while, and we do need to do a little bit of work at some point, so we'll do that tomorrow. ZLDR speed session. Tina says, thank you, Stephen, good run. Yeah, enjoyed that. Anna says, well done, Tina and Stephen. Yeah, Stone Roses, not Rolling. Why I said Rolling Stones, I've no idea, because in my head I said Stone Roses. There we are. Oh well. Yes, so thank you very much, Tina, for running with me. That was great. Enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow morning for the Film My Run 500 metre climb over in Ventoux in France. 12% on your treadmill. If you haven't signed up for that already, please do so. And then we'll be back tomorrow evening for the ZLDR speed session, which will be at 6:30 p.m. UK time. So enjoy the rest of your evening or the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Tatty bye. Tatty bye? Who said that? Who used to say that? He's dead now, isn't he? What a lovely day for tickling your mother's tickling stick. Oh, I just can't even remember his name. I'm sure somebody's going to remind me. Jeff Partridge is going to be in Mayfield tomorrow doing the ZLDR speed session, so I'll see you there. Paul Hayward says, well done, Tina and Stephen. Good points for the USA. Yeah, we'll just brush that to one side, shall we? Tina Beard is out with her club tomorrow. So she says, see you on Wednesday. Yes. Ken Dodd, Mo Magic, thank you. Ken Dodd. Tatty Hilarious. Tatty bye, everybody. See you soon. Bye.